All right, now we're gonna work on the alignment ladder. So this is with every pose in yoga, you wanna be focusing in, hopefully in all of these steps, but realistically, the first few times that you learn this, you just wanna be focusing in on one or two areas that you know you need to work on. All right, so we're gonna start with the toes. So when you're down on the mat, you're gonna focus in. You wanna lift up your toes, and that will help engage the arch. So lifting up there. Next, you're plugging in through that big toe, the little toe, and then the heels. So that is your foundation in yoga. Those are your toes, that's your foundation, that's your strong point. Next, we're moving up the alignment ladder to our knees. You want your knees to be in neutral. So that means not too deep, not locked, but just a slight knee bend. So that's your next phase of the alignment ladder. Next, we're moving up to the adductors or inner thighs. You want your inner thighs turned on. Now this one can be a tricky one for most people, but you want to almost squeeze in. So if you see my legs here and then you see me engage them. So not engaged, engaged. Now my adductors are on. Next, we're moving up to our hips. So think of this like a bowl. So when you have a bowl, you want to pretend we have water in our bowl. We don't want the bowl to be pouring out, so now the water's coming out the front. We don't want it to be pouring out the back, but we want it just to be in neutral. So you can kind of do that on your own, playing around with your pelvis and that hips and finding that center. So that's where your hips should be. Next, we're going up to the chest. You want your chest lifted up towards the sky and not down like this. You're lifted. Then we're going to our shoulders, rolling your shoulders up, down, and in the back pockets. So your shoulders are open instead of collapsed. So this automatically opens everything. Hands can be palms out, resting. And then finally, we finish with a smile on our face. So as we're holding every pose in yoga, those are the things that you want to be thinking about. So even if I'm in a warrior two, I'm working on all of those things. My feet are engaged, my adductors are on, my knees are in the proper position, my pelvis is not dumping water out, we're holding it steady, my chest is up, shoulders are back, and I have that smile on my face. So that's an example how you work through each pose and working on all of those 7 steps in the alignment ladder.